It is Carolyn Moor with the Modern Widows Club, and this is Motivation Monday. Well, I am in Houston, Texas, and this morning we just completed our Widow Empowerment event, our fourth annual, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but let's get to the Motivation Monday. So this morning, I want to share that nothing is insurmountable. There is nothing in this life that cannot be overcome. Whatever the situation or the problem or the circumstance or the life stage, there is always a solution. When our next best course of action seems unclear, any dilemma we face can appear insurmountable. Yet there is nothing we cannot overcome with time, persistence, focused thought, help, community of others, and faith. Whatever the situation or problem, there is always going to be that solution. And if you remember to look within, even as you search around you in all the different ways that we do, for the right course of action, you will be able to center yourself, clear your mind, and see that nothing has to be impossible. As I contemplate this weekend, we just, like I said, had our fourth annual Widow Empowerment event that right now, or this weekend in Houston, Texas. We had over 180 or so participants, and just extraordinary speakers, just wonderful sponsors, and just a team that made this happen. It was incredible. It was magical. It was spiritual. It was powerful. It was empowering, obviously. And it was an example of radical hope, healing, and growth. It was radical love being expressed and received and shared by all. I mean, it was by far the best event that we have ever had at MWC. And we started this Widow Empowerment event actually in 2017, 2018. We had it virtual last year. But man, being together was almost undescribable, the amount of energy and just vulnerability and transparency and connectivity in the room. The ladies really brought their hearts broken wide open, and we made sure that they knew how important that they are to us and in the world. I wish you all could have attended. And if you missed it, or if you want to rewatch it as an attendee, almost all the speakers were recorded. And so you'll have the opportunity to purchase that We 2021 bundle and experience all the joy and knowledge and excitement of this event. We'll have that in hopefully a couple of weeks. So watch for that, because if you watch these Motivation Mondays, or if you signed up for our Inside Look newsletter, and I hope you are, go over to modernwidowsclub.org and sign up for that on the homepage. Scroll down a little bit and see a little box that says Inside Look. Make sure you're signed up for that, because every Thursday you're going to get this amazing email from us with announcements and with shares on what's happening in our communities and widow stories. It's one of the most upbeat moments of the week when I get to read that. So, but what you'll see in the video is just how raw and transparent and compassionate and just real that all the speakers and all the women who were here this weekend. I coached from the stage, and I was blown away by the real obstacles and problems and solutions that were found when these women found the courage to speak their truth. I'm in great admiration of every person who stood up, poured their heart out, was just honest but they were surrounded by the most caring widowed community I have ever known. There was nothing insurmountable in the spaces that we found ourselves in this weekend. And the collective resilience that was so evident was the proof. And I hope for this for all of our widows here at MWC. That is why it's so important to get into a virtual or a local community here at MWC. It's why it's important to join one of our clubs, like a travel club or a book club or an art club or a dating club. What you learn from other resilient widow role models makes all the difference in finding a pathway, a purpose, and a passion in this stage of life, widowhood, as a widow sister. You are not meant to continue to suffer or feel defeated. You are meant to know that nothing is insurmountable about you or your widowhood story. It's time to become the heroine of this new chapter of your life. And this weekend, I saw that with a lot of clarity and conviction. So let's do this together, because the world needs more of what you have to bring to it. Okay, so we have a word of the day. I know you guys love this, and here is the word. It is called dadiri. Here it is, dadiri. And this is actually an Australian Aboriginal word from the Dolly River region. And here's what it says: a deep spiritual act of reflective and respective listening, being receptive and attuned to the world around us with a spirit of reverence, a thoughtful, contemplative way of being. And that is me this morning. Whoever my Australian Aboriginal Wisters are out in the world, you are one with me in honoring this word that you, dadiri. I love it. It's just a stunning word. I've never heard of it before. I don't know if you have or not, but that's a little gift to you. So, you know what? I already talked about the Inside Look newsletter. Now, when you go over to modernwidowsclub.org, we want to encourage all of you guys to do our Widow Empowerment Quiz. Where are you on the Hope, Heal, Grow, Lead journey? So do that little test, find out for yourself, and, you might learn something new about yourself. It's wonderful. And we'll just have some other offerings, the next steps that you can do in this post. But I do hope that you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Keep shining bright. Bye.